Om Shanti, Morning Murli, 18th April. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, have the faith that whatever you have belongs to the Father. If you look after it all as trustees, everything will be purified. Sweet children, have the faith that whatever you have belongs to the Father. If you look after it all as trustees, everything will be purified. You will be sustained from Shiv Baba's treasure store. Question: what must you definitely be cautious about after you have completely surrendered yourself to Shiv Baba? What must you definitely be cautious about after you have completely surrendered yourself to Shiv Baba? Answer: when you surrender yourself to Shiv Baba, everything belongs to him. You then have to take advice at every step. If you perform any wrong action, you accumulate a lot of sin. You cannot commit sin with money that belongs to Shiv Baba, because each penny is worth a diamond. You must look after it very well. Nothing should be wasted. Baba does not take anything from you. Baba does not take anything from you, but you have to use whatever money you have to serve human beings in order to change them from worthless shells into valuable diamonds. Song: people of today are in darkness. Om Shanti. This is a song for the people on the path of devotion. You cannot sing this song because it asks God to come and give his own introduction. So God himself comes and gives recognition of himself. Prabhu, Ishwar or God is the same thing. Instead of Prabhu, you say Baba, and so it becomes very easy. The word Baba means that this is a family. The whole of creation belongs to the Father, and so all are children. So it is very easy to say Father. By simply saying Prabhu or God, you neither have any realization of the Father nor any awareness of the Father's love or his property. The Father creates heaven. No one even understands such a simple matter. They have been busy stumbling around for half a cycle. Baba comes and gives his own introduction in just an instant. You children are sitting in front of Baba, but even then, while moving along, the faith of some of you breaks. If they had firm faith, they would become true Brahmans. They would become true Brahmans. We are Shiv Baba's grandchildren. We now belong to Baba's home. We Brahmans understand that we are fed from Shiv Baba's treasure store. We have become Brahmans, and so Brahma Bhojan is for Brahmans. It is food for Shiv Baba's treasure store. So you should have this faith. We belong to Shiv Baba. There is no question of divorcing the Father. We Brahmans are the children of Shiv Baba. Everything we have belongs to Baba, and everything that belongs to the Father belongs to us. Businessmen have to account for everything. So everything that belongs to me belongs to the Father, and everything that belongs to the Father belongs to me. So which side of scales is heavier? We only have things worth straws, and yet we say that Baba's kingdom belongs to us. And so there is a difference. Is there not? You know you are being made into the masters of the word by God. We give the Father whatever we have. The Father says, children, you must look after it as trustees. Consider all of it as belonging to Shiv Baba. Consider yourself to belong to Shiv Baba as you move along, and everything is then purified. It is as though you have prepared Brahma Bhojan at home. It becomes Shiv Baba's Bhandara, kitchen, because it is Brahmans who prepare everything. In fact, everyone says that whatever they have, it has been given by God. However, here the Father has personally come in front of you and you surrender yourselves to Him. Once we surrender ourselves to Him, everything becomes Shiv Baba's Bhandara. This is called Brahma Bhojan. It is then understood that whatever we eat come from Shiv Baba's Bhandara. So you definitely have to remain pure. You definitely have to remain pure. Then your food also becomes pure. However, you first have to sacrifice yourself. You don't have to give anything. You simply have to surrender yourselves. Baba, all of this belongs to you. Baba, all of this belongs to you. Acha, child, look after it as a trustee. If you eat everything while considering it as belonging to Shiv Baba, it is as though you are eating from Shiv Baba's treasure store. You are eating from Shiv Baba's treasure store. If you forget Shiv Baba, the food cannot be purified. So you children have to look after your homes. However, even while sitting at home, you consider yourself to be trustee. And so whatever you eat comes from Shiv Baba's Bhandara. Whatever you eat comes from Shiv Baba's Bhandara. All of those who have surrendered themselves now belong to Shiv Baba. If there is something you don't understand, you can ask Baba. If there is something you don't understand, you can ask Baba. It should not be that you spend something from Shiv Baba's treasure store and commit sin with it. No, you have to perform charity with Shiv Baba's wealth. Each penny is worth a diamond. Many have to be given benefit through that. This is why you have to look after it very carefully. You have to look after it very carefully. Nothing should be wasted needlessly. Because you have to use this money to change human beings from worthless shell into valuable diamonds. Baba says, whatever I have belongs to you. Only the one Father is altruistic. He serves all the children. The Father says, what can I do? Everything belongs to you, so you will rule the kingdom. My part is such that I make you children happy. You continue to receive Shrimad. If a Kumari wishes to get married, you are advised. If she does not want to follow the path of knowledge, let her go and get married. If your son is not obedient, he has no right to the inheritance. If he does not follow Shrimad, he is not elevated and has no right. There will then have to be punishment experienced. The Father's order is be a stick for blind. Those people don't understand anything. You know that you too were previously impure and absolutely like monkeys. Baba has now taken us as an army, and he is giving us teachings to make us into the masters of the word and worthy to be in a temple. However, everyone else will experience punishment and be sent to the land of liberation. Everything is unlimited for the unlimited Father. It is not a question of just one Rama and one Sita. The Father sits here and explains to you the essence of all the scriptures. People study a lot, but they don't understand anything. So it is as though they have not studied anything. Even while studying, their degrees decrease and they become even more impure and corrupt. People say, purifier come, then they stand in the Gangas and ask people to donate something. However, we have to become pure. So there is no question of donating. People donate to the Gangas. Maharaja throw gold coins into it. And the person who looks after the temple, there relates something or other for his income. The Father now creates your income for 21 births. The Father explained to you so clearly and makes you pure. Bharat was pure and it has now become impure. So Baba sits here and gives you children his introduction. All Brahmins who have surrendered themselves are being fed from Shiv Baba's Bhandara. If you are not surrendered, you are not being fed from an impure Bhandara. If you are not surrendered, you are being fed from an impure Bhandara. Baba does not say, bring all your responsibilities here. You must stay there and look after them as a trustee. If your intellects have faith, it is as though you are being fed from Shiv Baba's Bhandara. Your hearts will then be cleansed. It is said, solutions to Brahmins who become deities. These Brahmins are the ones who are worthy of being saluted. These Brahmins are the ones who are worthy of being saluted. You know that Baba changed you from Shudras into Brahman through Brahma. So every cycle, Baba comes and liberates you from Ravan kingdoms and make you happy. There is no trace of sorrow there. There are so many gurus. They have started such a topsy-turvy business. They make the wife have an arrangement that her husband is everything to her. They make the wife have an agreement that her husband is everything to her and she must follow his orders. An order is given and the kumari who has worthy of being worshipped instantly becomes a worshipper. She then has to bow down in front of everyone. Then the second order given is to us the sword of lust. Therefore, there is so much difference. Here the Father says, I need children who will be my helper. I need children who will be my helper. Why should she have to fall at anyone's feet? Children are heirs. There is no need to fall at anyone's feet in order to show humility. Instead, you can just say Namaste. Children say they have come to claim their inheritance from Baba. Then Maya makes them completely forget everything and they divorce the father. Maya completely destroys their intellects. So today Baba explained, Baba's Bhandara remains full and whoever eats and drinks from it has all their sorrow removed. So remain full and becomes immortal. You surrender yourself and so everything belongs to Shiv Baba. You have to have firm faith. If you perform a sinful act, you accumulate a lot of sin. So you must take advice at every step. It is a very steep climb. And so many fall. They say Baba and stay here for 8 to 10 years. And then Maya slaps them. Baba says, if you get confused about anything, you must seek advice. Some children ask, Baba, we are doing military service and we have to eat their food. So what can we do? Baba says, what can you do? What can you do? When you take advice from the Father, Baba is then responsible. Many children ask Baba, we have to go abroad and we have to attend parties, etc. Even though it may be vegetarian food, it is that which is full of vice. You can make an excuse and say, I will just have a cup of tea. You continue to receive many types of texts. That one is right hand. Who is? That one's right hand, Dharamraj, is also sitting here. At this time, you must take Shrimat at every step. It is a very high status. Even in your dreams, you would not have remembered that you could become the masters of the world. You did not know this at all. There were so many palaces studded with diamond and jewels. There were so many treasures in the Somnath temple. They carried away camel loads. The time will come when some people's wealth will remain buried in the ground. People say, may the name of Rama be with you. May the name of Rama be with you. The hands of those who earn a true income will always remain full. Baba is saying the hands of those who earn a true income will always remain full, but all others will return empty-handed. The father says, whatever you have is for yourself. I am altruistic. No one else can be as altruistic in this way. Everyone has to become impure and tamo pradhan at this time, and you have to become completely impure and then completely pure. The father says, I had the thought that I should create the new world. I have come to play my own part. All the main ones play their own parts at their own time. All the main ones play their own parts at their own time. You now know that the Father, who is the full of knowledge, is making you full of knowledge. Previously, you did not have this knowledge. You now have everyone's biography. The founders of religions are also the main ones. At the very top, the highest on high is Shiv Baba, the creator. Then there are Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Brahmans are then created through Brahma. How would others know that the word mother is Saraswati, a Brahman? Previously, she also did tapasya at this time. She studied Raj Yoga. Even now, she is doing the same thing. You should churn and play with this knowledge. You should churn and play with this knowledge. You have to live in your households. You cannot all come and stay here. Yes, at the end, only those who may remain engaged in the Father's service will come and stay here. You will see that the wonderful part then. The trees of heaven will continue to come closer. Even while sitting at home, you will continue to have visions. You become completely angels. You become completely angels here. All human beings will shed their bodies and the souls will return home. Baba will come, the guide, and take everyone back home. So you have this knowledge at this time. In the golden age, there is no mention of knowledge. There you have the reward, whereas you now have the effort. You are making effort to claim your inheritance of heaven from the Father for 21 births. You can explain that you are Brahmins. You should serve your friends and relatives food cooked in remembrance of the Father, and their hearts will also be cleansed. Those who remain until the end will see a lot of entertaining scenes at this time. Those who remain until the end will see a lot of entertaining scenes at that time. Baba will continuously show you your home, etc. in the beginning. So you saw many things, and you will have to see many things at the end too. Those who have left Baba will not see anything. Those who have left Baba will not see anything. So you must fully renounce all of those vices. Only then will you be able to be decorated with diamonds and jewels. If you don't renounce them, you would not be decorated as much either. So you are now being decorated with the jewels of knowledge. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says Namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for dharana: first, earn a true income and go back with your hands full. Earn a true income and go back with your hands full. Become a true businessman and make a true bargaining with the one father. Second, in order to cleanse your heart, stay in remembrance of the Father as you prepare Brahma Bhojan. Eat and serve others food that you look while in yoga. That you cook while in yoga. Renounce the vices. Become decorated and decorate others with the jewel of knowledge. Become decorated and decorate others with the jewel of knowledge. Today's blessing: feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you be loved by God and experience a carefree stage by handing over all your worries to the Father. May you be loved by God and experience a carefree stage by handing over all your worries to Father. Baba is saying, the children who are loved by God are constantly seated on His heart throne. The children who are loved by God are constantly seated on His heart throne. No one would have the courage to separate them from the heart of the Comforter of hearts. This is why you tell the word with the intoxication that you now belong to God. Because of having this spiritual intoxication, you are free from all worries. You cannot even say by mistake that your mind is a little sad today or that your mind cannot concentrate. These words are wasteful words. These words are wasteful words. To say mind means to create difficulties. Slogan: the means to end any type of upheaval is to have firm faith in the drama. The means to end any type of upheaval is to have firm faith in the drama. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.